In this short tutorial, I'm going to go through the touchscreen. It's a PE-770. It's my baby. I got more videos, I think, on the internet than anybody in the world. Anyway, all right, we're going to be talking touchscreen. Okay. You turn your machine on. There's a little fire up here. Tells you to touch the display. It wants to move the hoop. It wants to run it around and end in the center. Okay? All right. That's one of the things. Now here we go right into the control panel here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is also I'm going to turn this camera to align it. I don't want your head to turn. All right, first thing, if you wanted to move your hoop all the way to the left, that's this. I'm gonna press that now. All right, that moves it to the hoop. I'm sorry, that moves the hoop to all the way to the left. Okay, now, what do we have in there? Okay, if you ever hear me say, touch the little page, that's affixed, that's molded into or painted in, printed in the touchscreen. Okay, that tells you the thread type that the machine's set up for. Right now, it happens to be Brother Embroidery, the numbering system. If you look at the book that they give you, all right, we start with you start with black, you go white. This is the embroidery system. So in the embroidery system, 001 is white and 900 is black. If you were select this to country, okay, here's country. Black is going to be 100 and 000 is going to be white. Okay, and then of course you got the other ones in here. You got the Sulky, Robinson Anton. That's Sulky, and Robinson Anton is up here. This is the most expensive of the embroidery thread. All right, what I use Polystar right here, and I get this from my authorized dealer. This is Polystar polyester, and this happens to be embroidery type. The top left is a 001, that's for white, and then black is I said 900, which is in the center of the screen. This is embroidery type. Okay, come back. Just say you get a design from the internet and you have random colors. Just say you didn't have the money to buy a full set like I have. So what you do is you just take this here and you change this to color. Name a color, and that then will give you black. It will give you gray, light gray, dark gray, red, light red, dark red, so forth, so on. All right. I'm not going to go into everything that's in there. I'll leave it as embroidery. So now we go to the next page. Inch. I leave it at inch. You could set it to millimeter. I leave it at inch. Tension, I leave at 0, 0. See, you could play with this like a lot of people do. I don't recommend it. Alright, go to 0, 0, and that's where I leave it. Just like that. That's a default. Alright. Speed 650 stitch per minute. Maximum. Buzzer, I leave on. The opening to open things that are in the software of this. Yeah, I set it to English. Brightness, you can go up and down with the brightness. Service count, total count. This machine is relatively new, 39,000 stitches, which is, for example, the stitches in this thing that I did right here. That's from a JPEG, and I did that in Brother software. Version is 1.21. The number, this is the specific number for this machine. It's not a serial number. And the purpose of it, one of the purposes is if you go to iBroidery.com and you want to download the Brother created designs, that they put together in iBroidery. It's a Brother website, and you pay a few bucks and you have that particular design. It's usually Disney, Nickelodeon, a lot of that stuff. You got what do they call that? Frozen something or other with pretty like princesses and so forth. Okay, so now we're back to that. So that's that. Go back, beginning. Here's where you get some of your designs, like the designs that are in here. You got font, different fonts, and then here you go. You got your different designs. Some of the design, majority of them is embroidery, coloring. Some of them are country. They utilize country. So my thumb is country. That's the only one on that page. No, there's two of them. Country and country. These two designs. And then, of course, you got designs on the other pages, too. Okay. Here's a couple of here's 4, 5, 6. Majority of these, half of these are country on these. Okay. Now, if you really wanted the design, what you do is you look at the colors. You write the colors down. You write you have this handy. You got to use the color and the number. But if you go to the number that's under country, for example, you go to the number under country and whatever that number might be. Just say 255, and you're using the thread that I have, you would pull out color 323 to get close to it. As you can see, they're very close. As you go up and down, they're very close. All right. So now, carriage is going to move. So now you could go in there and you could. You have 70 designs in there. You slew through them. You pick something that you might like. Like the other day, I picked this for a video. No big deal. It's just 2 cherries and a stem. That's a little starch that you clip that off. But anyway, that's the stabilizer that I use in the back. So now you go back to the beginning and you go into here. More stuff. See? Anything you particularly like, just say you like that. You click it turns black. No, it doesn't turn black. It uploads it and it displays 14 thread changes. Now it doesn't mean 14 colors, it's 14 thread changes. So if you wanted to write your colors down, just so you line them up, the first one's 517. Color check. Alright, first one's 517, you get yourself a pad, you write down first, and you line your colors up. The second one is going to be number 513, 509, 517, 214, 807, and so on and so forth. Right? Some of these might be duplicated in there. You know, if you wrote it down, you will see some of them are duplicated. Okay. Go back, select, go back. Now you got your font. Now things with the font, just pick a font. Pick this one. Okay. So you got large, medium, and small. What you do is you select a letter phrase. Just say the letter for my name, V, Vince. All right, you don't see it here? There's the V. Okay, touch the V, it enters down on the top. At this point, you could select large, medium, or small. You could select uppercase or lowercase. Dark is uppercase. All right. And here's your lowercase letters in case you wanted the V. And the ones next to it. So you delete and you start on what you want. You want large, you hit that. Do the V. So now you want the large letter. The large letter, that happens to be the small uppercase. Large uppercase. Right? If you want to know how large, you do adjustment. You do layout. Okay, that V is 1 inch, 0.41. That's under 1.5 inch. The width of it is under 1.5 inch. So it's a big letter. If you wanted to change that to make it smaller, you would go back. You go back here and you would hit the S. S, okay. So now layout, and you can see the size of that V is 0.70 compared to 1.4 something. All right, so that's, I don't want to save that. All right, that's your lettering. So now we did that. These are nice. You want to do borders. You could just say you have a design 3 inch by 3 inch, and you want to put a round border around it, and then you want that border you want to comprise of certain stitches. I just say you want to utilize this as your stitch. So it just tells you black is the color, but you can make that any color you want. Now you go to the second, do color check. What's the second one? 800 red. So it's black and red, that particular design. Black and red. So now you want to size it. You don't know how big it is. Layout. All right. It happens to be, being that it's round, 2.87 high and wide. Let's make it bigger. Size layout. Okay? You have arrows, 4 arrows pointing in. Here's 4 arrows pointing out. So let's try to make it bigger. You watch the 2.87. All right, you can go 4 inches on that. That'll still fit in your hoop. All right, right right out to 5 inches. Okay? And then you could have something within there, just say a 4x4 design, and you put in a border around it. Okay? I cancel, go back, I showed you that. And then in here you have the applique, excuse me, I always say it wrong. You know, you look at the book and it tells you what to touch to get into applique. Okay. All right, that's the short demo of this particular thing. So you pick a design, just say you pick this, all right? You do your color check. That's your first stitch out is that color, all right? And then you put the thread in, whatever color it is. You have your fabric underneath. You thread your needle, and then you're ready to go. Bring your presser foot down, and then you'll get a green light, and then you'll start your embroidery. Vince Acuri, thank you for watching.